And for our last story today, let's shift our focus to Uganda. President Yoweri Museveni is reportedly being urged to mediate a truce between bickering neighbours, the US and Venezuela. Now, according to the local media reports, Museveni is being asked to use his position as chair of the Non-Aligned Movement, or the NAM, to channelize the international support for peace and restraint. Museveni held the position last year. NAM, which is a 120-nation member group, is not formally aligned with or against any major power bloc. The call was made by one of the observers for the Venezuelan election held in July. Now, holding a press briefing at the Venezuelan embassy in Kampala, John Ndabirano, who oversaw the presidential election, said that the NAM chairman, Museveni, has a major responsibility to ensure peace and to oppose the alleged unilateral aggression. Now, he urged the government to mobilize NAM member states, the African Union and the East African community to seek the cessation of alleged hostilities and the withdrawal of American warships from the Caribbean. And he also raised the CELAC Peace Proclamation of 2014, which calls for Latin America and the Caribbean to remain a peace zone. The Ugandan observer called out what he described as an alleged looming act of military aggression by the US, adding that it threatens regional stability and violates international law. Condemning the US action, he said that the American operation follows the playbook of wars in Iraq and Libya. And he urged African nations not to remain silent, adding that aggression against a sovereign country is never justified. The remarks coincide with American strikes in the waters off Venezuela. Now, the US struck a small boat accusing it of carrying drugs. President Trump said that the strike killed 6 people. The attack marked the 5th such deadly strike in the Caribbean since September. Now, the Trump administration justifies these strikes as a crackdown on alleged drug traffickers. It has increased military and political pressure on Venezuela, deploying at least 8 warships, 1 submarine, and F-35 aircraft to Puerto Rico. The Trump administration has also accused Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro of narcotics trafficking and has doubled its bounty on him to $50 million. The US has accused Maduro of working with drug cartels to smuggle fentanyl-laced cocaine into American soil. Now, Venezuela has denied these charges. The Venezuelan ambassador to Uganda called the sanctions imposed by the US as unilateral and illegal. She said that the American sanctions were against the Charter of the United Nations, and she added that more than 1,000 such unilateral coercive measures have affected Venezuela's key sectors. Meanwhile, the 81-year-old Ugandan leader is scheduled to address the NAM midterm review meeting in Kampala today. The foreign ministers of member states will meet to adopt the Kampala Declaration aimed at transforming agriculture under the theme Deepening Cooperation for Shared Global Affluence. Will Museveni use this summit to raise the growing US-Venezuela tensions? Now that remains to be seen.
Want the facts?
The latest developments?
News that gets straight to the point.
Well, we've got all 3 just for you. This is Firstpost Live, a brand new show, your window into what really matters.
Don't miss it.